Undisputed National Championship game between the MHEA Eagles out of Memphis, Tennessee, and the Western Kentucky Trailblazers from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Good morning. Welcome to Willard High School. This is Paul Gilmore, as well as Joel, as we're on the broadcast for the boys 12 and under Undisputed National Championship game. We have the MHEA Eagles from Memphis, Tennessee, and the Western Kentucky Trailblazers from Bowling Green, Kentucky. The Eagles are coached by Jordan Thomas, and the Trailblazers are coached by Nathan Jones.
Now the starters for the MHEA.
We have the MHEA Eagles in the white uniforms with the blue numbering, and the Trailblazers with the red uniforms and the white numbering and black lettering. We've got Colin Hill on the PA announcements doing the starting lineups right now, and I've got Joel next to me. Joel, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. Showed up a little late, but we're doing good. I'm ready for some basketball.
Yeah, ready for some Undisputed National Championship games. We're starting out with the boys 12 and under, followed by the boys 16 and under, and then followed by the girls 16 and under. So a lot of Undisputed National Championship games today at Willard. As a matter of fact, the only games that are not are the boys 14 and under and boys 18 and under, which will be played tomorrow morning.
Two very good teams. Both these teams are well deserving of a championship. Saw the Trailblazers play yesterday. They've got a solid team.
I heard Coach Thomas say right as they were getting ready to meet at the middle for prayer, he said, "You guys look familiar."
Yeah.
So I believe these teams have played before. I'm not sure, are they from the same region?
No. We've got Kentucky and we've got Memphis on one side. But two teams that are very familiar with each other.
And the Trailblazers win the tip, nearly get a backcourt violation right off the bat.
Yeah.
But instead, we'll have the ball swung around. So that's number 24, Alex Slagle.
You know, one thing to look out for with this Trailblazers team is they're a very good three-point shooting team.
And right off the bat, we have Xavier Harris scoring the first basket of the game. And it's a quick 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Tipped and stolen away. That layup is going to be up and no good from Elijah Guess. Trailblazers having a little bit of trouble dealing with the pressure from the Eagles so far, but it's going to be a drive and layup no good for Easton Woodcock, and the Eagles will come the other way.
You know, I think the key for the Trailblazers to come away in this game victorious is to make sure they take smart shots, take their time.
And it looks like the Trailblazers have opened up in a 1-3-1 defense to start out. The Eagles working the ball around, looking to find the attacking lane.
The way to beat your opponent, especially in these 12 and under games, play slow and methodical.
Good looking pass from Elijah Guess, but it's picked off, and now the Trailblazers come the other way. Floater in the lane is good.
Floater.
Alex Slagle gets the Trailblazers on the board, and it's 2-2.
Slagle and Woodcock are the two guys you want to look out for on this Trailblazers team. They're the two leaders. Going to handle a majority of the ball and a majority of the scoring.
So now the Eagles will come back the other way. Swinging the ball around. That's Caleb Thomas, who goes in the lane and lays it up and in.
Caleb Thomas.
Already a high-scoring game. Another steal.
And it looked like Elijah Guess stole it, but was bumped out of bounds. No call, and now the Trailblazers come the other way. Floater up and hits almost every part of the rim and no good. And then we have a travel by Xavier Harris.
So far, the refs letting him play. There's been a lot of contact down low, and as you said, that missed call, that no call there. Sometimes these refs, they let him play and they let him get physical.
Yeah, a quick 30-second timeout from Coach Thomas. He wanted to talk about something. It looks like he's spending some time with Elijah Guess, just letting him know, hey, it's okay. Just take care of the ball and we'll be all right. So if you're joining us from Tennessee or Kentucky or anywhere else that you may be watching, we're excited that you're joining us today for the Undisputed National Championship games here in Willard High School and over at Central High School, where we're broadcasting all week. We're excited about this Willard venue. It looks really nice.
It's a very good gym. I broadcasted several games for the radio in this gym. It's a very nice gym. If it gets packed enough, it'll get really loud.
Later on this evening, we're going to have the all-region games as well as some of the Undisputed National Championship games, so we're excited about that as Alex Slagle throws up a floater from the free throw line that time.
Slagle's hot so far. Not really anyone being able to stop him. Looking for him to be a key later on.
Underneath, good pass is going to be up and no good from Jonathan Peardom. And the ball is going to stay with the Eagles.
It's the right idea for the Eagles, though. Get low and get big and get physical. It's obvious that down low, number 13, he's the tallest player on the court. Let's use his height to his advantage.
Number 12, Brett Fuller.
And that's going to be Brett Fuller checking in for the Trailblazers.
Brett Fuller, he had an excellent game yesterday. If he gets hot, look out. It might be over quick.
Tipped and nearly stolen away. And it ultimately is. A good spin move from Fuller. Puts up a second effort and no good, but he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Peardom for the foul.
Eagle foul on number 13, Jonathan Peardom. His first, team foul number 1. Brett Fuller to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you, Brett Fuller is he's a player you love to have on your team. For a big guy, he knows how to handle the basketball. He can also shoot it very well.
And he's got some great size for a 12 and under game.
Yeah, he really does. Makes you wonder, by the time he's an 18U ball, he'll be a little over the 6 foot mark.
Second free throw is up and good for Fuller as he gets on the board. And we've got a 5-4 Blazers lead with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
I want MHEA to slow it down here. You don't want to play fast because that's how the Trailblazers beat you.
Yeah, bodies on the floor, and it looks like the Trailblazers came up with it. But they were on the... No, it will go to the Trailblazers. I believe the Eagle player, as they were touching the ball, was on the out-of-bounds line. And now the Eagles bringing some perimeter pressure. Three-pointer is up, and that is good.
Again, Alex Slagle is hot.
He's got 7 of the 8 Trailblazer points so far. And they have an 8-4 lead.
Great pass inside. That's how MHEA has to win this game. They've got to play big and physical down low.
Good drive, but no good for Caleb Thomas. Rebound to the Blazers, and they're pushing the pace the other way.
Look at this. Woodcock, he's the best ball handler on the team.
Oh, we had a blocked shot by Elijah Guess, but they're going to get him for the foul as he came from behind.
He might have gotten all ball on that, but he didn't have his arm straight up. And when you have that arm parallel to the ground, they'll call it every time for a foul.
That's a good point. I was on the broadcast with Steve Sargent yesterday, and he was talking about that same idea where a lot of the times when you swipe down, the refs will call as opposed to just staying straight up and tipping it, or even on defense when you're guarding the perimeter player to swipe up at the ball instead of down. So Woodcock converts 1 of 2, but that pushes the lead to 5. And we're going to get Slagle for his first foul of the game. Got a little too aggressive.
Foul on number 24, Alex Slagle.
I tell you what, I think with the way Slagle's been hot, you want to attack him as much as you can. Get enough fouls on him where he has to sit the
Checking
bench.
into the game for the Eagles, number 35, Seth Tatum.
That'll be Seth Tatum checking in for the Eagles.
I haven't covered this MHEA 12U team, but we all know what a program MHEA is. Of course, they're girls competing for their 3rd consecutive national championship today, 18U. This is a very good system that MHEA has.
Yeah, they have several programs or several teams that are playing in Undisputeds, like you mentioned, that you'll be able to see on the broadcast here from Willard today.
Crowd's already plenty loud.
Both these teams playing variations of 1-3-1 defenses, as a three-pointer is going to be up and banked in from Woodcock.
Ethan Woodcock, the bank is open. He was on fire in the last game, in their semifinal game. If he gets hot, look out.
Yeah, under a minute to go, and it's a 12-4 lead for the Trailblazers. And Gabe Hamilton was in trouble on the baseline, or on the sideline, but he's going to get bumped out of bounds. And that's going to be
foul number 30, Easton Woodcock.
That's going to be Woodcock with the foul.
Team foul for the Blazers.
Here we go. 36 seconds left. Do you expect them to hold for a final shot here?
Well, it looked like Coach Thomas was telling them to run an offensive set, so I would imagine that they're going to try and take the best shot that they can.
Nearly a backcourt. I don't think he quite stepped out.
Good save by Hamilton to keep the possession, as we're now approaching 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Three-pointer is up and good for Caleb Thomas.
That's really what they needed to kind of get back into this game.
Now coming back the other way is Woodcock. He's going to float it up and good.
Woodcock at the buzzer.
Wow, Ethan Woodcock.
At the end of the first quarter.
He started getting hot towards the end of that first quarter. This might be a sign of a good game for him.
Yeah, so after one quarter, the Western Kentucky Trailblazers have doubled up the Eagles 14-7. As we head into the second quarter, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
This stuff ain't your grandma's pain relief. It doesn't stink, it's not greasy, and it works fast. Real-time pain relief max. Keep cowboying.
And welcome back to Willard High School, home of the Tigers, as we continue this boys 12 and under Undisputed Championship with the MHEA Eagles and the Western Kentucky Trailblazers.
Both fan bases representing well so far. That's the interesting thing about this homeschool tournament. You go to a public school 12 and under tournament, there's not a whole lot of people that'll come. But in this game, everybody comes out and supports their team, no matter what age group it is.
Yeah, it's been exciting to be a part of the family aspect of the homeschool basketball tournament.
I'd say for MHEA here, what they need to do, and I've said this multiple times already, they need to get it inside. Look for a nice hook shot in the post. To get a little physical.
The Trailblazers have done a good job of limiting the inside possessions. As a matter of fact, they're playing pretty far out on the perimeter if they can just get a pass backside. But the Trailblazers are doing a good job of rotating as well, as that shot's going to be up and no good from Harris. Gets his own rebound, and that's going to come down to Slagle.
Slagle playing a great game so far today for his Trailblazers. Great pass down low.
Yeah, good post move by Brett Fuller as he power dribbles and lays it up and in. And it's going to be a 16-7 lead.
Tell you what, if Brett Fuller gets hot, it might be over quick.
Thought about the three-pointer was Thomas. Instead, he'll kick it out to Seth Tatum. They'll swing the ball around. Underneath, Tatum's going to be fouled. And I believe they're going to give that to Sol Geyer.
First personal, third team foul. To the line for MHEA.
Already three.
Seth Tatum, shooting 2.
Already 3 team fouls for the Trailblazers, Western Kentucky. Not a good sign. With only 4:36 remaining in the half. You don't want MHEA shooting free throws before the half ends. You can get them back into this game.
Geyer misses the first. And the ball rolls around the rim, and he connects on the second. Oh, excuse me, that was Tatum.
Good pressure defense right here. Beautiful passing. Need to slow it back down.
And we're going to have a travel as Fuller was able to create the pressure. We had a jump stop fake by Tatum, but unfortunately lost the footing.
You know, for just a 12-year-old player, Brett Fuller is a very smart player. The way he plays the game, he can use his brain, and he picks apart defenses and offenses.
That ball was swatted out of bounds by Purdom. Three-pointer is up and no good.
Here we go.
Three-pointer on the way.
Sweet
And nothing
throw.
but net for Caleb Thomas. That's his second three-pointer so far of the game, and he's got 8.
Caleb Thomas, sweet as sugar. Oh man, what a shot fake there by Woodcock. He'll pull up. Oh,
Wow.
right
Easton
back at you.
Woodcock says, you can hit 2, I can hit 2. He's got 2.
Says, why don't you share the sugar with me?
And we've got an 8-point lead once again for the Blazers.
Some great defense here by the Trailblazers. That's going to be a backcourt. No.
No, even that pass was tipped away by Slagle. Just the active hands of the Trailblazers causing all kinds of fits for the Eagles. Good take on the drive from Hamilton, but unfortunately a little too strong.
It seems like they've been hesitant to go inside. Now that Brett's in the game, now that Frazier's in the game, he provides that big dominant post presence that the Trailblazers needed, and I think MHEA is a little scared to go inside with him down low.
Yeah, passed a little too strong and behind Fuller, so it will go back to the Eagles with a chance to cut into this lead with 2.5 minutes to go.
Some great passing going on here. And I've said this many times already, MHEA really just kind of needs to slow the game down, because if they play fast, the Blazers are going to have, that's going to play in favor of the Blazers.
Yeah, that shot was up and no good from Purdom, and it was tipped out of bounds by the Blazers, so the Eagles will get it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. Oh my!
And Caleb Thomas hits his third in a row. He's fired up. We'll see if he can get his teammates going.
Caleb Thomas already with 9 points.
Good hands by Xavier Harris. It'll stay with the Blazers, but Eagles playing with a little bit more energy now.
Yeah, that three-pointer by Thomas really set the tone. Now, if they can keep the energy, that's the question.
Got to have the energy on both ends. As on defense, we'll see if they can stop the shooting of Woodcock as he throws up another one. No good. That ball ends up in the hands of Purdom, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful. We've got a technical foul as Slagle slammed the ball.
You got to keep your cool, especially in games like this.
So he got the foul and he got the technical foul. So I believe that's going to be 3 personal fouls on him now.
And already 3 fouls on Slagle into the second quarter. That's a big, big foul. Should have only been 2. You got to keep your composure in games like this. You can't be making silly moves like slamming the basketball in frustration.
And he was protesting that he felt like he got the ball only, and whether or not that's the case, the ref saw something different. So it will be
Foul on number 34.
Caleb Thomas at the free throw line.
Technical foul has been assessed to number 24, Alex Slagle.
So first, short.
Second will be good for Thomas, and the ball will stay with the Eagles.
Line for Caleb Thomas. 5 team fouls on the Blazers.
Already 5 team fouls on the Blazers, not a good sign. 2 more, you're in the bonus. MHEA has been okay from the free throw line today. Not really where you want it, though.
That layup up and good for Harris as he contorted his body at the free throw line. And we're going to get a blocking foul from Elijah Guess. That's his second as well. But the Eagles have cut it to a 2-point game.
That's a big shot there, cutting it to a 2-point game, and really that technical foul has really killed the Blazers.
We will see how they respond as they work it inside to Fuller. He goes up and just short. Purdom with the rebound.
That's big boy physicality down low by Birdham. Not allowing anything, not allowing inches. That's how you play post defense.
The Eagles now can tie or take the lead as we approach the end of the half. Good inside pass.
Oh, great passing down low.
Up and in for Elijah Guess. First points of the game, and we are tied at 19. I love that Fuller's up there helping bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Woodcock floats it up, no good. And that ball is going to be out of bounds on the Blazers as Woodcock fought for the ball down at the end. I believe Purdom tipped it off of him. And so now as we approach the end of the first half in what has been controlled mostly by the Blazers, the Eagles have a chance to take the lead, but Woodcock tips it. It's going to stay with the Eagles, and we're down to just 10 seconds now.
Who do you want taking this final shot if you're MHEA? I think who's got it's fine. Give it to number 5.
Yeah, we have a travel from Gabe Hamilton, but good sportsmanship from Fuller to help him up. He took some long strides and unfortunately just one too many.
Checking back into the game.
8 remaining.
24, Alex Schlegel.
If I'm the Blazers right here, I just want to hold it and go into the half tied. I don't really want to risk anything.
That's tipped and stolen away. Half-court heave off the top of the backboard from Harris. And as the first half concludes, we have a tie ball game. What more could you ask? 19-19 going into the third quarter. We're going to take a halftime break and be back after with the second half here on NCHC.com.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, so can you.
Welcome back to the second half of the boys 12 and under Undisputed National Championship game as Fuller lays it up no good. We saw in the first half the Eagles trail to the Blazers, but they made a run, and we start the second half 19-19.
Great championship game so far. Well, how about the Eagles with that comeback in the first half? Really gave their team momentum. Here's a solid screen set. Once again, it just seems like MHEA a little hesitant to get it into the post. That almost looked like an alley-oop there.
Well, what the Eagles have been trying to do is they've had guys underneath, such as Harris and Guess, that have been calling for the ball right under the basket, but unfortunately, because of the speed and the length of the Blazers, they haven't been able to hit them on that backdoor look.
These are two teams that are very evenly matched. And Woodstock, he led the way in scoring for the Blazers. Slagle hits that three. Of course, Alex Slagle, he already has 3 fouls. He should only have 2, but that technical really didn't help his case much. So if he picks up a 4th, that's big.
And now the Eagles work the ball around. It's going to be swung back across to Hamilton. Nothing going so far for the Eagles. Just a great swarming defense by the Blazers.
This is terrific, just patient offense by the Eagles. That's why you're lucky you don't have a shot clock. But you like this set right here. They're running and they're just kind of being patient with the ball. No need to be in a rush.
And that ball's tipped and stolen away. Fuller tipped it. Slagle stops and pops. No good. Gets his own rebound. Turnaround. Up and good.
Alex Slagle off the glass and in. Once again, the bank open.
He's had a good start to the second half. He's got 5 quick points, and that equates to a 5-point lead for the Blazers.
MHEA needs to find something and find it quick.
Three-pointer is up, and that's going to be an air ball from Thomas. It's going to be saved, but to the Blazers.
Caleb Thomas had an excellent first half. Can he match it here in the second?
Woodcock on the drive, floats it up, and too strong on the right side. Rebound ripped down by Xavier Harris.
Two very talented teams. That was a travel.
And the ref agrees with you. That's the second call like that on Hamilton. He's got those long strides, but
yeah.
I think when he is not quite sure where he's going to go with it, that's where he gets in trouble.
Well, he took about 4 steps, and I was going to say, how are they not going to call that?
That ball is going to be intercepted by Guess as he read the pass across court. It was going to be taken back by Woodcock. And then the frustration foul from Guess as he reaches in, and that's going to be his 3rd foul.
Not a good foul right there. Once again, his 3rd personal.
And we're going to have a full timeout on the floor, so we'll take a quick break with him. Be back. 2:57 left in the 3rd quarter. The Blazers lead 24-19 here on YouTube.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I train for something that should be impossible. When 8 seconds can change your whole life, it's not really about the seconds, it's about the hours. The hours that I spend preparing mentally and physically. It's about being the last one to quit, no matter how bad you hurt. If you dream of winning, you better be ready to earn it. Yes, you can.
Welcome back to Willard High School, home of the Tigers, as we continue third quarter action of the Western Kentucky Trailblazers and the MHEA Eagles. Good look inside for Fuller as he's got a jump hook up and in.
What a run they're on. They have really been great so far.
Three-pointer is deep and no good. Purdom fights for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Harris. He throws it cross court. On the drive, good look underneath.
Oh, what a spin
Left
move.
hand floater up and good.
Goodness.
What a move for Elijah Guess.
Elijah Guess with that spin move. That was filthy.
Now Woodcock working on the left side. Swings it cross court to Fuller.
Whoa. Behind the back. Not very many times you see a big guy do that.
Woodcock for three.
Uh-oh.
Too strong. Rebound. Comes down to Harris. And now the Eagles have the ball with under 2 to play.
5-point lead for the Blazers. Still plenty of time for the Eagles to mount a comeback here. Thought about the three. They've shot the ball okay from the perimeter. Not really as well as you'd like to. But once again, they pounded inside. And that's what they need to do. They just need to pound it inside more and get the big guy some more touches.
And Purdom laid it up and in, and then Woodcock comes the other way, and he lays it up himself.
That's called fearlessness.
Yeah, went right at the big man to lay it up and in.
He was not afraid to get smacked. And even if he were to get smacked, that's a good trip because more than likely he'd have been fouled. There's another near travel.
Good look inside for Purdom again. They've got to swing it back out. Baseline jumper is no good for Guess. And then Hamilton's going to be called for the foul 93 feet away from the basket.
Foul on number 1, Gabe Hamilton. His first personal, second team foul.
And now the Eagles are going to apply a little full court pressure. Woodcock is going to drive the full length of the court, throw it up too short.
Wow.
And
My goodness.
we have a couple players unable to keep the handle on the ball. Eventually ends up in the hands of Guess. He's going to drive. Get it back out to Thomas. Thomas will drive. Hand it off to Purdom.
It's the right idea right there.
Guess is going to take a three. Short. Good rebound by Harris to lay it up and in and one.
Wow.
Foul for Xavier Harris.
Big.
Fouls on number 2.
The physicality.
Second personal. First team foul and a half.
And my
Clutch
goodness.
shot for Xavier Harris.
That foul is going to be on Sol Geyer, his second. Free throw is too strong for Harris. And there's 15 seconds to play as Woodcock brings it up. Eagles have to be careful not to foul. Three-pointer on the way, and that's no good. Rebound comes down to Harris, and they've got time for one shot if they can get it. But instead, Coach Thomas wisely will take a timeout, as I don't think his boys knew how much time was left on the clock.
Yeah, I don't think they knew how much time was on the clock either with the pace they were heading up the floor with.
Second timeout of the
It's a good timeout here by Coach Thomas. Now you can draw something up, and you have a 3-point deficit. Do you try and tie it before the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, if you're Coach Thomas and you've got about 6 seconds left on the clock, what are you telling your boys here out of the timeout?
Well, I think I'm telling them, let's go for the tie here. Let's try to get an open look for three. My best 3-point shooter for this team has to be number 5.
Caleb Thomas,
Caleb Thomas. He's been really good from the 3-point line today, and if I want to tie it, I'm putting the ball in his hands.
So if you're joining us on YouTube, we are Feature Court 1 today. Feature Court 2, as it has been all week, is over at Central High School with some action over there as well. But here at Willard High School today, Feature Court 1, we have an incredible slate of games, most of them undisputed national championships, starting with this one, which is boys 12 and under, as we've had a fantastic game so far from MHEA Eagles and Western Kentucky Trailblazers. So we'll see what Coach Thomas drew up out of that timeout, as there is 6 seconds to go.
3 seconds, with 2 seconds, with 1 second.
Oh,
my goodness.
blocked by Fuller. Good drive. from Harris, but that's blocked by Fuller.
Yep.
So we'll head into the fourth and final period of play with the Blazers leading 28-25. Be back right after this on YouTube.
It'll be Eagle basketball.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon, real-time pain relief cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-time pain relief. It will be $1 well spent.
Welcome back to Willard High School as we begin fourth quarter action. The Eagles trailing by 3. Tough shot. Rolls around, no good for Harris.
It's a good box out. Now look out, Woodcock's looking to do something crazy here. My goodness, going up against the bigger defender, he is so fearless.
And he's done a lot of damage for the Blazers today, him and Slagle. Fuller working against the defense.
Brett Fuller can pull it for 3 if he wants to. He's got a good jumper.
So now the Eagles working in a man defense. We'll see how the Blazers decide to attack.
Look at that. Look at the ball handling by the big man.
Yeah, Fuller certainly is impressive as he's worked down in the post.
Oh, what a spin. Oh, my word.
Wow, Fuller laid it up and in.
Foul.
I think he was a little surprised to find that the foul and the basket count.
Wow. I'm a little surprised, too.
And that foul is going to be called on Purdom, his second. What a move from Fuller.
That's a big swing right there. He's got a chance to make it a 6-point game.
Free throw no good.
Both teams have kind of struggled from the free throw line today. It'll be interesting if this game comes down to free throws.
And now the Eagles having all kinds of trouble with the Blazer defense today. Drive is going to be on the pass off. I believe we're going to have a foul on Fuller.
Yeah.
Blazer foul.
They're getting a little rough down low there in the post.
Second team foul.
Because they know that's where the ball is coming for both teams so far in this fourth period. A little over 2 minutes played. Oh, great move.
Every turn the Eagles go, they're finding red jerseys there.
Yeah, that shows you how quick this Blazers team is. There's another travel. Yep, and that time they called it. I believe that's his third or fourth travel in this game.
Yeah, Hamilton is just a little bit off with his steps. He's made good moves to the basket with those long strides. I think he's just taken one little extra step, or it looks a little awkward for the refs. And now Woodcock drives uncontested, a little too strong on the rebound. Great board by Caleb Thomas as he got there among the Giants and ripped it down.
Yeah. Very physical game going on here. MHEA needs to get a couple baskets. I'm looking for a 3 right here from Caleb Thomas.
Three-pointer by Guess, no good. Rebound, Harris, no good.
Absolutely dominant on the boards. Brett Fuller making his presence known. What's Woodcock going to do now?
Slagle thought about it. Instead, wisely pulled it back out. Fuller working against Harris.
He knows Woodcock is not afraid to go inside. Good timeout here.
Yeah, Coach Nathan Jones wants to take a moment to talk about it with his boys, talk strategy for the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They've got a 5-point lead, but we've seen this throughout the week. A lot of the times the teams that have those leads end up, in my opinion, stalling a little too early. They pull out of the offense and what they've done to get them there. And as a matter of fact, we saw a game yesterday over at Central where one of the teams had a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter. They decided to pull it out and stall, and they ended up allowing the other team to come back, and Trinity Pacific ended up winning in overtime. So if you're Coach Nathan Jones, what are you telling your boys in red here?
Well, I'm telling them, let's stall a little bit, but let's not stall a lot. Stalling is a great technique when it works. Otherwise, if you don't score when you stall, it's almost like a big, long turnover, like a 2-minute turnover or whatever it is. You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I think you want to stall a little bit. If I'm the coach for the Blazers, I'm saying let's try to pound that puppy inside and get it to the dog pound.
They have had some success with Fuller as he's been able to get it inside, and Woodcock has done well in driving it as well. We'll see the discipline that they can show here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. And if you're the Eagles, you want to make sure that you don't foul. You just want to force tough shots from the Blazers, and you've also got to put some pressure on them. Don't let them just milk the clock down.
Here we go. I am expecting them to stall just a little bit. Woodcock wants it, but they're not going to let him get it. Wow. A little off balance. Nearly falling to the ground. Oh, wow.
Fuller nearly did it all.
That would have been insane had he got that to fall.
He has been quite impressive in this game. One of the biggest players out there and a great handle. On the drive, Caleb Thomas left it just short. Did everything but put it in. And now we've got Slagle on the runaway, and he's going to be fouled.
Well, that's close right there. I thought that was a clean block, but clearly refs have a better angle than we do.
Yeah, they're going to give that foul to Xavier Harris, which will put Slagle at the line.
14th foul.
Slagle is a decent free throw shooter. I think this is his first opportunity at the line.
First shot is up and good for Slagle.
With 2:41 remaining in a 6-point game. I wouldn't say it's desperation mode yet, but you've got to get a bucket on this possession if you're MHEA.
Yeah, Slagle has 14 points on the game to lead the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers fans letting him hear it.
Three-pointer off the back iron for Guess. And now Woodcock pulls it back out.
This is where you want to stall just a little bit.
And that's going to be another foul on Harris, reaching in on Fuller. They're still not quite to the 1-and-1. They've got 5 fouls now, but they're getting closer and closer, and it's not a bad place to be because eventually they may have to foul. Good pressure from the Eagles.
Use your fouls wisely. Play smart defense. Yeah, obvious travel right there. Shuffled his feet a little bit. Woodstock doesn't make those mistakes, but when he does, it seems like it's always at the worst times.
Yeah, Woodcock has 11 points on the game, trailing only Slagle's 14. Good drive by Caleb Thomas, lays it up and he's fouled. They're going to call that one on Fuller. And Thomas will shoot 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal, 13th foul.
1:58 remaining.
2 shots for Caleb Thomas.
First free throw is nothing but net. That one good as well, and now Thomas has 14 to lead the Eagles.
Here we go. 5-point game. Wow, look at this ball handling.
We have Coach Thomas being called over to the half-court line. I'm not sure exactly what's being discussed. The referee is talking about something.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but we're going to resume play here with just under 2 minutes to go. Hard screen set by Fuller. Woodcock's going to drive the full length and lay it up and in. Wow, what a game Woodcock is having. He and Slagle have really controlled the game for the Blazers.
Yeah.
Thomas going to take it all the way, lay it up and in.
Caleb Thomas keeping his team in it.
And we're going to have a foul on Guess. That's his fourth.
Down, but definitely not out.
So for the rest of the game, when the Blazers get fouled, they're going to be at the free throw line. 1:23 to go. Oh, nearly tipped away by Harris. And now Thomas is going to be whistled for the foul.
And Woodstock's not the guy you want to take to the line.
So 1-1, as we will have Easton Woodcock shoot at the free throw line.
17 foul. Easton Woodcock to the line to shoot the bonus.
Big free throws here from Easton Woodcock.
First free throw is up and rolls in and out. But the Eagles lose the handle on the rebound, so it will go back to the Blazers.
Wow. What a sequence of events right there.
Very unfortunate bounce by the Eagles.
1:17 remaining.
Ball is nearly tipped and stolen away by Thomas. And now Woodcock will dribble it around. He's double teamed. Good job by the Blazers and their perimeter players to keep the ball away from the Eagles, as we're almost under a minute before we get a foul by Harris, which will put Woodcock back at the line.
Wow. They really needed to capitalize on that missed 1-and-1 from Ethan Woodcock, because he normally doesn't miss those.
30-second timeout.
That's a big, big possession right there that went to waste.
Yeah, 30-second timeout for the Blazers, which, again, I believe is a good timeout at this point in the game. You get a chance to, and you can see Coach Jones over there drawing up some plays on the
whiteboard that he has. His boys very intently focused, so good to see from the Blazers. Meanwhile, Coach Thomas on the other end encouraging his boys, hey, let's get a stop, let's get a steal. If not, we got to foul quick.
So here we go. Tell you what, it's been a very exciting game. Both of these teams have played very, very well.
.63 seconds left to determine the boys 12 and under undisputed national champion. Ball inbounded to Woodcock. He pulls it back out, swings back baseline. He's going to lay it up and just off the rim. Rebound by Hamilton. He's going to push the tempo. Drives all the way, lays it off to Harris, who lays it up and in. Great play by Hamilton. Good job by Harris to lay it up and in.
Good timeout. I love that timeout right there. Get your defense set. You're obviously, I feel like you're going to have to foul at least once. Who do you foul?
Well, and that's what's been hard about what the Blazers have done. Every single person that has been on the floor so far has been able to shoot pretty well. Slagle, Fuller, Woodcock. I mean, pick your poison.
Yeah, for real.
So 45.7 seconds left, and it's a one-possession game here. Couldn't ask for much more in an undisputed national championship game.
Yeah. You know, if I'm the Eagles right here, I don't think I want to foul just yet. I at least want to have one attempt at a steal. If you foul while getting the steal, that's the best thing that could happen, because then you don't really run any time off the clock, and you at least try to get the steal.
So we'll see how the Eagles force the Blazers' hand on the inbound. Blazers have to go the full length of the court, and now the Eagles fans really getting into it. They do find a way to get the ball into Woodcock. And he's going to dribble.
A lot of time coming off the clock.
And ball stolen away by Thomas. That's going to be his second, and it'll put Woodcock back at the line.
Woodcock, he's good from the line. These free throws to ice it.
Big free throws here from Woodcock. He missed the last 1-and-1 that he had, but the Blazers were able to retain the ball.
Here we go.
First one is up and good
Wow.
for Woodcock.
High arcing. But you'll take it.
Yeah, calmly steps up to the free throw line and knocks it down. Second one is up and also good. Nothing but net for Woodcock.
That'll do it.
And now the Eagles have to play pretty quick here. Barrels his way to the lane, and it's going to be no good. And they're going to call a jump ball for the Blazers.
Held ball, possession arrow to the Trailblazers.
Wow.
Hamilton went with the full head of steam to the basket, but just too many bodies in the way. And now Thomas is going to foul Woodcock once again.
MHEA foul number 5, Caleb Thomas, his third personal, 9th team foul.
So still not quite to a double bonus. Woodcock will get another 1-and-1 to try and seal the game away. First free throw is good.
Wow. That really makes you think that one miss that he had, that really could have helped the scoring for MHEA had they been able to retain the ball on
So
that rebound.
as the Eagles come back down, we apologize if you're watching at home. We had a quick blooper with the camera upstairs that fell down, and Thomas is going to foul Woodcock once again, except now Woodcock's going to shoot two. So if you're watching at home, we do apologize about that, but we are back in action. You may have seen a great shot of the ceiling. We have a nice dome structure here in Willard. Well, I guess semi-dome. It is a very round ceiling, if nothing else.
It's a beautiful gym, though. Great gym for basketball. Trailblazers 15.8 seconds away from an undisputed title.
First free throw bounces up and no good for Woodcock. But now all they have to do is not foul, and they are your undisputed national champions. Second free throw, good for Woodcock.
Just can't foul. Stay away from the basketball if you can.
Thomas is going to fire it up, no good. Rebound to Hamilton. He's going to put it up, and it just rolled in and out.
Man.
That foul is going to be on Geyer.
Fourth personal.
Hamilton is going to be at the line shooting two, but unfortunately it's just a little too late for the Eagles. And you can just see the emotion racking these young men who have worked so hard all season long. First free throw is up and good. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound is ripped away by Slagle, and that'll just about do it. The Western Kentucky Trailblazers are your boys 12 and under undisputed national champions. Congratulations to the Eagles for an amazing season as well. Coming up next, we have the boys 16 and under undisputed national championship, which is the HSRC Monee Patriots and the Cincinnati Trailblazers. Make sure you stay tuned for that action coming up next here from Willard High School on YouTube.